Wow, this feels like a lot right now. Like I am barefaced, but barefaced with a lot going on. Hey Ray family, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. We are inviting you in. Come and join the Ray family. If you are not, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for coming back and supporting me with another video. Today guys, I am taking you on a very it's a journey, okay? One of the reasons I started YouTube was because of my acne. I am obsessed with my skin and trying to find something that works well for me, because I really don't want to have to wear makeup. I mean, now I don't really wear makeup. I wear makeup once a week, and I always have done for the last, like, I would say about four or 5 years. But I really want to get to that place where I'm just one of those babes and I'm like, yeah, I've just got on concealer. The day will come for me and for you. But today I wanted to do a 1 month update on acne.org, run you through acne.org and why I started and all that kind of good stuff. So anyone who does want to start the journey, I'm going to come with you with the real humbleness. And obviously, like I understand with acne videos, it's better to come without makeup on so you guys can see the real, you know, you see the realness, you know. And currently you can see I am darker than my neck. I always kind of have been, but this is taken up a notch where I'm really darker than my neck. But I'll explain to you why that happens and what the next month is going to look like as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Right, so why did I go for acne.org? I've always, like I said, been on a journey of trying to get to a level where my skin is not textured. So if you've watched my last acne video, which has been quite some time, then you would know that I really suffered with acne. I mean, like spots like everywhere. My face was covered to the point where my face actually hurt. If you want to know my acne journey back then and how I got rid of it, then be sure to check that out, because I more or less continue to stay acne free. It really came around like my monthly cycle, or it came around a time where I'm stressed, so that's when I would get 1 or 2 spots. But what I was finding is I was struggling to get rid of my blemishes. Like that was my biggest issue, and I really wanted to just try and get to a place where I was blemish free for the most part. And guys, by the way, this is a 1 month update, so I'm not there yet. I'm still on my acne.org journey, but I thought it makes sense to do 1 month, you know, and then take it from there and see how many of these I need to do before I can show you glass-like skin. But that is the goal. But yeah, so I wanted to get rid of my blemishes, and I also wanted to get rid of the huge like spots and acne that I would get normally around my period, because what happens is I'll get them, they go, but it leaves such a huge blemish which I just don't know how to get rid of. So I wanted to go on something that I felt I had seen such good reviews. Bissy Atkins, you guys check her out. Her skin is mwah, chef's kiss. But she also has been using acne.org for I think like 5 or 6 years, and everyone who I then went to go and watch after, there was even a lady from South Africa, I'm going to link her down below as well, but they all went through the process I'm currently going through, but now their skin, mwah, love it, so amazing, just mwah. So me and my friend are actually doing this together, and we're both like literally a day apart, so it has been nice having someone do this with me, but it also has meant that I haven't been able to wear makeup. So that's why I've had a lack of posts on my Instagrams. I've had a lack of posts also on my YouTube. They've been previous videos that I had pre-recorded prior to starting this journey. Now I don't know what happened, but these are my products, some of my products that I got from acne.org. Mine took a month to come. It was even to a point where I asked acne.org and I asked DHL if they can just use my account, because I have a brand. I do have like an account with DHL, and I was like, look, like I will pay extra, but I don't understand how something can take 28 days to come, especially because it was shipped out the next day. So it's not like it was delayed, like, you know, in the warehouse or anything. It was literally shipped out the next day, but from the day it was shipped to the point of me getting it, it took a month. And it was the exact same with my friend, but she received hers a day before me, even though she ordered a day after me. So that's why she's a day away from me, like in terms of our journey. My other friend is starting as well, and she literally got her stuff within a week. So I don't know what's happened. Maybe we just ordered at a really bad timing, but it took so long to come. But the acne.org people, their response is A1. They're so quick at responding. When it came in a nice box. There was like foam inside of it. Acne.org products was inside of it, and it also had like a leaflet which tells you how to use it, as well as you can scan like barcodes, even on the paper as well. There was like a barcode that you can scan, and then you can watch just how to use the products. It's a regimen, so you have to follow the regimen, and if you follow the regimen exactly as you are told to, you then start to see that actually this is working, you know, it's not too bad. I've written everything down, and I also documented videos of my whole journey up to the point that I am today. We're 3 days away from it being a complete month, and then I get to move on to this, which we'll talk about soon. I love this, I'm excited for this. I've heard so much about this, and I've heard this is the game changer to where the texture vanishes, so I can't wait. But anyways, moving forward, I'll talk to you about my journey. I actually had to call 111 whilst I was on this, but we'll get to that in a second. Had to get some prescribed meds, but we will get there. So week 1, products I got the moisturizer. It says powerfully soothes acne prone skin, hydrates completely, non-comedogenic, so it won't clog your pores, which is amazing and very important. Fragrance free and dye free. The product contains 0.1% hyaluronidase and ultra calming licorice root extract. It gives this moisture its characteristic yellow color. It does come out yellow in color. You can kind of see like on the top of the moisturizing thing, like that's the color it comes out. Then you have the cleanser. So this is the cleanser that I use. So everything right now is from acne.org, and they do say before you try to change anything up or switch anything up, just use the regimen for as long as possible, or until you feel really comfortable and confident to switch and start adding things in. So this is the stuff that I've been using. This is ultra gentle. It's a thick foaming lather, does not over dry, cleanses completely, rinses clean, and fragrance free and dye free. And then you've got the main baby, which is your benzoyl peroxide, your holy grail, everything you need. It has 2.5% benzoyl peroxide inside of it, and it is just amazing. It's a pharmaceutical grade, soothing gel based formula, goes on clear, absorbs completely, and fragrance free and dye free. Just the right strength, works as well as 10% benzoyl peroxide without the excessiveness of dryness and irritation. I mean, I don't know what excessive is to them, but I had excessive dryness. No irritation, but excessive dryness. Then I got this, which is the 100% jojoba oil. I used to call this jojoba oil for so long, but the J's are silent and it is a H. I've actually used a lot of this, but it's still to the top, which means this can last me like a year, I believe. But yeah, I use the jojoba oil and I mix it with my moisturizer. So it says add to moisturizer to increase hydration. You can use it as a makeup remover. In week 1, I did wear makeup, and I did use this as a makeup remover, and it did work quite well, and I liked it because it was very lightweight. It then says super lightweight, non-comedogenic lip balm. You can use it for a lip balm. Don't really like the way it feels as a lip balm, so I didn't use it. You can use it for a pre-shave oil or a massage oil as well. And out of all the things nature produces, jojoba oil is the most chemically similar to human skin oil, making it an ideal non-comedogenic, won't clog pores skincare ingredient. So those are the products I have used. The products I am yet to use, but I'm gonna start soon, like in 3 days, is this one, as you guys can see, and it is the AHA plus glycolic acid, and it has 10%. It's a powerful exfoliant, which is very important. I'll tell you why. It improves skin texture and leaves complexion visibly smoother. No textured skin. Reduces irritation, ultra hydrating, non-comedogenic, so won't clog pores, and fragrance free and dye free. So I have not touched this yet, but we will be using it, so can't wait. So those are the products I got. Cost me $126.07. That's including delivery, and I paid £93 3 So if you can imagine, yeah, your whole skincare is costing £93 and 3 and you get all of this. Now I was spending easily about £400 in skincare, like originally before I started using acne.org. I used to use Dermaquest, and their products are expensive. Like you can just get like one exfoliating pads, like a pack pack of them for £80, like easily. Whereas this is literally all I hopefully will need moving forward to make sure that I'm completely acne free and I have good texture skin. And £93 is actually worth it for how much you get in products. Once you start, you can't stop. Like, that's what I've heard. Some people who have stopped, their acne came back. So basically just know that this is your holy grail for the rest of your life, girl, because yeah. So week 1 was really good. I had no regrets. I was flying high. I was like, look at my glowy skin, you know, everything's fine. You know, obviously I do still have a little bit of blemishes here and there, but I've been used to it for the last 2 years, so it didn't really bother me that much. But yeah, I had glowy skin. I was like, oh, is this how it must feel to have glowy skin? This is amazing. Like, I can do this. Like, this isn't hard. Then day 4, I got so itchy. Like, I just wanted to scratch off my face. My face was so itchy. And at this point, with the benzoyl peroxide, which is this, you're using not even a pump, you're literally using only a pea size. So it's like up to about here in terms of size. And dry around my mouth. Like, I just was like, okay. Day 4 to about week 2, I started to be really dry. I could hardly move my mouth. My mouth was the most affected place because that's the part of your face where you're moving the most. So do you know what I mean? You're brushing your teeth, you're always talking, you're chewing. So this area became really, 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 really dry, and it started to get really dark. And I was just like, whoa, like, what's going on? Silly me, at the beginning when I was moisturizing my face, I was actually moisturizing everywhere, including my eye area. And it says that even after you've used the benzoyl peroxide and then you use a moisturizer, like, avoid your eye area, because the benzoyl peroxide, although you have to wait, so every step as well you have to wait. So when you cleanse for 10 seconds. Never done that before. Literally cleanse your face for 10 seconds, make sure it's a foam, and then once you've done 10 seconds you wash it off, and then you let your face dry between 5 to 15 minutes. I always waited for the 15 minutes just because I wanted it to be completely dry. And then after 15 minutes you put the benzoyl peroxide, you let that sit for 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes you go in with your moisturizer. Eye area became so dry and so thin. Like, I didn't understand what was going on and why that was happening until I went to go and watch the bad boy videos where they give you the little, you know, thing that you can scan with your phone. And then I realized you're not actually supposed to do that, because although the benzoyl peroxide had dried for 15 minutes and it was completely dry, it can still be transferred when using the moisturizer. So that was so annoying for me because I didn't realize that. But now, like, I just leave it. A hack that a lot of people use, so there's a forum on acne.org, and I love that forum. Like, there's something for everybody on that forum, and I've been using that as my holy grail as well, just so that I don't feel too scared, because it's so easy to give up on acne.org because the products, you know, they're really like, it's like having a chemical pill, but you're not having an actual chemical pill. It's like you're doing a manual pill, and you're seeing your face like peel and yeah, flake and everything. Like, right now my skin is so flaky, so dry, so like, yeah, a lot's going on. Thank God we're in lockdown, because I don't know, guys, it was hard. I was still getting spots as well, like 1 or 2, and then the previous spots I had just before I started, but they would clear up very quickly, like within a day or a day and a half, it went down to being flat. So 2 days before going into week 2 was really hard. My lips were dry, my face was dry, everything was dry. I couldn't move. Oh, it was a nightmare, guys. It was such a nightmare. Oh, it was so hard, so hard. I developed like 2 new spots as well, but that was also because my monthly was coming, so it still came, but it disappeared very quickly. I would wake up in like from my sleep in the middle, so let's say, you know, it's now morning, and I literally used to have where I had scratched in the night because it was so itchy, so I would find myself like scratching in the night, and you're obviously not supposed to do that. You're supposed to try your hardest to keep your hands away from your face, but I would literally itch, and there was like black, my fingertips were black because all the skin was coming off, like all the skin, and I didn't realize, like, I was like, why is my skin coming off like this? Like, is this part of it? Is this normal? Like, what is the, like, when is all of it gonna come off my face? And that's when I went onto the acne.org forum, and I realized that why my face has gone dark is because it's dead skin. So my whole face, where there's like black bits and everything. You can see my skin here, and then you can see all the dark marks. But the reason why is because it's dead skin, and I was like, that makes sense, like it to be dead skin. So basically it's kind of like peeled, but it's not, so it's still on my face. But this is where this comes in, and that's why I say I can't wait to use it, because this is an AHA. So basically a benzoyl peroxide, it works internally kind of, so like it's in deep in your skin, but AHA works on the surface of the skin and gets rid of all of that. So together they're about to do some wonders, like, and I cannot wait. I haven't used this yet. You can see the shadow of where the cream stops. So this is where the cream stops, and this is how much is in it, and then this is completely free and empty. Not very happy about that, to be honest. That's when I knew, okay, cool, I understand, it's dead skin, I don't really mind, like it's part of the process, so it is what it is. We've come this far in the journey when my face was completely dry. Now it's not too dry, but you know, we can see the dead skin kind of like, it's kind of create like a snake skin on my face, which is crazy. You can see it more when I've cleansed. So also, just to add, in week 2, oh my gosh, there was one day that I put on the benzoyl peroxide. I think this was just after I had increased it. So in week 2, I increased the benzoyl peroxide to a full pump, which is basically a finger length, and I was then doing it morning and night. So in week 1, you only do it during a day. You only do it in a day, and you use a pea size, which goes up to about here. But in week 2, you literally use a finger length morning and night. So I'll never forget the night time. My face was burning so much, especially around my mouth. Like I was literally fanning myself like this. It was burning, like really, really bad. Like it hurt, guys. I was like, am I having an allergic reaction? Like what's happened? Why has this just changed up on me like this? But apparently it is a part of the process, and because I increased it quite a bit, and my skin just started to just do a madness. Like, so week 3 will be officially a month on Tuesday, which is in about 3 days. But week 3, this week hasn't been too bad. My skin definitely has started to like break up in parts. So whenever I wash my face, like I do see dead skin come off, but I know that it can't come off properly until I start using the glycolic acid. But when it has actually come off, it feels so like, you can tell my face is breaking up and trying to like find its natural color, which has been good. Like I'm excited about that, because I can't wait to, you know, actually see what my skin is gonna look like without the dead skin on. Yeah, so week 3 wasn't bad on my face. However, my neck was really bad. Like my rash was really, really bad. It was like extended to the back. It was so itchy. I was itching it at night, and when I itched it was sore, it was red, it was active, and it was starting to come down to like my collarbone area. So that's when I decided to seek my GP, and my GP said I needed to call 111. So I spoke to 111, and I went to the pharmacy. They told me I should use a product called hydrocortisone cream. This is a disclaimer, guys, I'm not showing this to you so that if you get a rash, just know that you can use this. No, everyone's different, so please speak to your GP. I then had to use this cream on my neck to get rid of it, and literally within 3 days this cream got rid of the rash. The rash is completely gone, but I'm left with the dark marks and hyperpigmentations. But because it's surface and it's not deep, it wasn't for too long. I think this will fade away very quickly. I've been taking my Piriton as well, which is like a tablet I usually take when I have hay fever anyways, so I'll stop using that soon as well. So that's my journey so far, guys. It should be worth it. If you guys want to ask any questions, feel free to put it down below. If you guys want to see me do a kind of get ready with me tutorial on using the acne.org products, then also put that down below. And if you have used acne.org, let me know how it went for you. Shout out to Bissy for really plugging me on this. Like, I definitely was influenced by her, and her skin is amazing, so I'm just hoping that my results would be just as good. She has even said herself that these 2 products combined, so the glycolic acid, which I haven't yet started using, and the benzoyl, is what is game changer for the whole, like, you know, the whole experience of using acne.org. So I am going to use that. I'm going to finish using these bottles, and then I'm probably going to use to some different products. I don't know if I really enjoyed the moisturizer. It's quite burning, so I'll be trying to find a non-comedogenic SPF as well. If you guys have any recommendations on SPFs, then feel free to also put that down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was going to be my complete and honest review, as well as, you know, sharing how my face looks right now. It's not really, we're not there yet, but like I said, my skin still is really dark and it's got a lot of dead skin, so just hoping after a while that will be done. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.